Lord Krishna said to Yudhishthira, "My dear king, the Ekadashi which occurs during the waxing moon in the month of December January is called Putrada. By observing this Ekadashi, all one's sinful reactions are counteracted. People become learned and famous by following this Ekadashi. Now please hear the glories of this auspicious Ekadashi. There was a city named Badravati, and a king named Sukatmana was ruling. The name of his queen was Savya. Since they had no son, both the king and queen lived their lives in distress. They spent most of their time performing religious activities. Because the king and the queen were afflicted with lamentation, the water that they offered during the time of offering oblation to their forefathers appeared hot. Meanwhile, the forefathers were also worried, thinking that after King Sukatmana, no one would be there to offer them oblations. Knowing this distress of the forefathers, the king became even more morose and did not feel any pleasure in the association of his friends, well-wishers, or ministers. Being merged in lamentation and hopelessness, the king considered that without a son, human life is useless. It is impossible to become free from the debts to the demigods, to the forefathers, and to the human beings without possessing a son. Without heaps of pious activities and devotion to Vishnu, one cannot possess sons, wealth, and knowledge. After concluding this way, for his own benefit, the morose king secretly left for the forest riding on a horse. King Suketmana entered the forest, which is inhabited by birds and beasts, and began to search for a place to take rest. Within the dense forest, the king saw various trees such as the banyan, pipal, date, tamarind, palm, shal, molusari, saptaparna, tilaka, tamal, sarala, hingota, arjuna, lavera, baheda, salaki, patala, chatachu, and palasha, as well as various animals such as tigers, lions, wild elephant, deer, wild pigs, monkeys, snakes, leopards, and hares. Instead of resting, the king then began to wander through the forest. The king became scared and surprised by hearing the howling of the jackals and the sounds of the owls. Wandering in this way in all directions, the king soon became very tired. It was midday and the king was very thirsty. He thought that though I have pleased the demigods through worship and sacrifices, maintained my subjects like my own children, and satisfied the Brahmins by offering them foodstuffs and dakshina, still I am suffering like this today. Being absorbed in this thought, King Suketmana wandered here and there. Suddenly he saw a lake which was as beautiful as Manasa Sarovar, filled with lotuses. Many swans, chakravaka, and chakora birds were sporting in the waters of that lake. On seeing some sages chanting Vedic mantras on the bank of this lake, the king got down from his horse and offered obeisances to each of them separately. The sages became pleased by the king's behavior and asked him, "O king, we are very pleased with you. Please ask us for some benediction." The king said, "Who are all of you? Why have you come to this lake?" The sages replied, "We are Vishwadevas and have come here to take bath. Today is the auspicious Putrada Ekadashi. If the person desirous of a son observes this vow, he is certainly benedicted with a son." The king said, "I've tried so many things to get a son, but till today I have not been successful. Since all of you are pleased with me, kindly bless me with a beautiful son." Then the sages instructed, "Today is Putrada Ekadashi. O king, observe this Ekadashi with great care. Then, by the mercy of the Lord, by our blessing, you will certainly receive a son." Thereafter, following the instruction of the sages, the king observed the auspicious Putrada Ekadashi. On the next day, he broke his fast and, after repeatedly offering obeisances to the sages, he returned to his palace. In due course of time, King Savya became pregnant by the blessings of the sages and the influence of the piety accumulated by observing Putra the Ekadashi. The king begot a pious and brilliant son. Thereafter, the king happily ruled his kingdom, and his forefathers also became satisfied. Lord Krishna continued, "O King Yudhishthir, by following this Putra the Ekadashi, one can get a son and attain the heavenly planets. Anyone who hears or sings the glories of this Ekadashi certainly achieves the results of Ashwamedha sacrifice." Putra the Ekadashi ki
Jai.
jai.
Okay. So, any questions on this Ekadashi? Ekadashi sometimes can be used for material gains. So this is what's happened here. So he didn't have a son, and he was advised to do Ekadashi in order to get a son. But actually, even when there was a king called King Nabi, and he did a yagya to obtain a son, and he said to the priest, I want a son like the Lord. So they did a yagya. This is a long time ago. He did a yagya. And they did a yagya, the priests, and they prayed to the Lord, please come. And the Lord actually came, Vishnu came. And when when Vishnu was in front of them, the priests, they were a little sorry. They said, we're so sorry to bother you, my Lord. We bothered you with King Nabi's material desire. He wants a son like you. So they were a little sad because the Lord appeared right in front of them. They could ask for anything. The king could have asked for liberation from this crazy world. Instead, he asked for a son like the Lord. So that was not considered to be a good thing, because if he had asked for the Lord, that's different. But he asked for a son like the Lord. So that's a material thing. So when we're doing these Ekadashis, we can ask for something material and that will be granted. But actually the point is to ask the Lord for everlasting, eternal, spiritual benefits. And what is the spiritual benefit? My Lord, I want to serve you. I want to do something for you. You do so much for me. I want to do something for you. So these Ekadashis are very powerful. And our desires, if they're pure and they're just asking for the Lord and bhakti, then that is to our eternal benefit. And thank you so much, Lena, for beautifully showing the deities, and such amazing deities. Radha Krishna hugging each other, very rare deities. So thank you so much, Lena.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji and Mataji. Thank you for giving me this opportunity.
And I forgot to upload that video link you've asked for Bhagavad Gita class on Friday. So I will do that and send it to you. Huh? Thank you for reminding.
Please, please,
Thank you.
please. Thank you.
Zoomed out.
Thank you.
So, yeah, shall we do? Oh, yes, Radhika. So, Radhika, let me find the Vishnu Sahasranam. Thank you very much for joining us. Vishnu Sahasranam. Good.
Hare Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. I'm just looking for.
I've just sent it on the chat window.
Oh, wow. Great. Thank you. Because last time you were saying it wasn't quite.
Yeah, in fact, even this week I was hoping to find one particular website, but I can't find it. But this seems okay to me.
Oh, great. Great. Okay. So I've got it up. Let's. Let's find it. Let's make it bigger. Otherwise, we will have trouble from Kaushalya Maji. Yeah. Zoom in. Yeah. Is that okay, Kaushalya Maji?
Yes, Prabhu, thank you.
Good. Okay, so let's put Radhika. So Radhika, would you like to say a few things before reciting? It's always nice to hear your realizations.
Put me on the spot. I haven't. Thank you, Hare Krishna, everyone. Good to meet you. Ekadashis are always wonderful. And I don't know what to say actually. Maybe I'll tell you a little bit that I shared with my sister today. about two particular things. One is that sorry about that.
That's okay.
So two things. One, of course, that my sister was asking me whether this is some kind of a detox and whether and whether she should try doing it. So for now, I've told her that, yeah, why not think about it as a detox, because then you can get some time away from cooking and kitchen, and you can eat your fruits. So one day it's good to just eat some things that are light on the gut, and meanwhile use that time to think about Krishna. So I somehow try to sell it to her, and I think she looks convinced. That's one thing. So if any of your family members or friends are on the borderline, maybe you can sell them this angle, and then slowly they'll begin to understand the beauty or the significance of Ekadashi. And the other thing that I read today, which I was very, very pleased by, was this story in Srila Prabhupada's Bhagavad Gita as it is on page 283 as part of chapter 6, the story of this little sparrow.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I
Nice.
love that story. What a lovely story that is,
It is.
where there is this little sparrow that has laid eggs, and we all know how little sparrows are. So it laid its eggs, and the ocean took away all its eggs, and the sparrow was very angry. It was very, very livid that its eggs were away and taken away, and then it warned the ocean that if you don't return my eggs, I will use my beak to drop by drop dry you out, take the water out of you and throw it out. So the ocean laughed, the creatures around laughed, and the sparrow was serious. The sparrow was one little thing full of grit, and she started doing this, and then everybody was laughing at her, and the news spread, and then Garuda, which is this beautiful large bird of known as the what is the word? Vahan,
Yes.
carrier of Lord Vishnu. So Garuda comes and says, "What are you doing, my friend?" And the sparrow said, "This is what I'm doing." And so the sparrow, the Garuda was really pleased with the determination, with the conviction that the sparrow had, and the faith that the sparrow had on himself, on herself, and on the fact that she will be able to achieve what she's trying to do. So Garuda said, "Okay, I'm going to help you." And Garuda looks at the mighty ocean and says, "Hey, listen up, ocean, you better give the eggs back, otherwise I will do what the sparrow has set out to do." So the ocean was very, very scared and returned the eggs to the sparrow. So Prabhupada ends it by saying that you have to help yourself first, and then the Lord will help you, no matter what. And also how beautifully they've weaved in this angle of determination. So I was just very pleased with that. Sorry, I wasn't prepared for you to ask me, say something, but I thought I'll share this little story, which all of us may be familiar with.
The news world, and you've always got some news. It's a nice bit of news. You know the pastime of Ramachandra when he was when they were building that bridge, and
Ram Setu.
yes, and Hanuman was doing his amazing work. But then there was somebody else who was helping as well. I think it was a little squirrel. You know that pastime?
Yes.
Did you hear?
Squirrels which were helping, and Lord Ram was so pleased with the squirrel's devotion that he just sort of patted it on its back. So my mother thinks that the 3 lines that we see in Indian squirrels in India is because Lord Ram did that.
Yes, that's correct. But just before that, Hanuman, he said to the squirrel, just move out of the way, because if I step on you, then that won't be so nice. You know, I'm doing this huge job for Lord Ram. And the squirrel was doing similar, right? And then Ramachandra, he observed this and he called Hanuman. He said, "You're doing great service, Hanuman, but don't think the squirrel isn't. As good as your service is the service of the squirrel. And Hanuman was shocked. How can that be, my lord? Because, compare the rocks. My rock size is bigger than his little one. And the Lord said, well, doesn't matter about the size. It's his full determination, full effort to assist in my service. And I will always look at that, his effort. The fact that it's not having any impact.
I think it did, because it was filling up all
it was
little
filling the holes. Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
The holes. That's right. Not as much impact as Hanuman.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. He was putting his full effort in it. So that determination, like the sparrow, is within that squirrel who he was determined to help the Lord in his pastimes. And the Lord, what did he do? Ramachandra is extraordinary. He just accepts the service. So thank you. It reminded
Beautiful,
me.
isn't it?
Okay,
So the Vishnu Sahasranam was, according to folklore, narrated by Bhishma Pitama, and it was recorded through a spatiga which Sahadev had. Sahadev, one of the Pandavas. This is just one of the theories, but however it came about, it's just such a beautiful stotra. Shall we start? Om Shuklam Bharadaram Vishnum Sasivaranam Saturbhujam Prasanavadanam Dhyayet Sarva Vignopashantaye Vyasam Vashishta Naptaram Shakter Portamakalmasham Parasharatmajam Vande Shukatatam Taponidhim Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya Vyasa Rupaya Vishnave Namo Vai Brahma Nidhaye Vashisthaya Namo Namaha Avikaraya Shuddhaya Nityaya Paramatmane सदैकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे सर्वजिष्णवे यस्य स्मरणमात्रेण जन्म संसारबन्धनात् विमुच्यते नमस्तस्मै विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे ॐ नमो विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे श्रीवैश्वम्पायन उवाच श्रुत्वा धर्मान् शेषेण पावनानि सशर्वशः युधिष्ठिरश्शान्तनवं पुनरेवाभ्यभाषत युधिष्ठिर उवाच किमेकं दैवतं लोके किं वाप्येकं परायणं स्तुवन्तः कं कमर्चन्त प्राप्नुयुर्माणवा शुभं को धर्मः सर्वधर्माणां भवतः परमो मतः किं जपन्मुच्यते जन्तुर्जन्म संसारबन्धनात् श्रीभीष्मर उवाच जगत्प्रभुं देवदेवमनन्तं पुरुषोत्तमं स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण पुरुषः सततोत्थितः तमेव चार्चयन् नित्यं भक्त्या पुरुषमव्ययं ध्यायन् स्तुवन् नमस्यंश यजमानस्तमेव च अनादिनिधनं विष्णुं सर्वलोकमहेश्वरं लोकाध्यक्षं स्तुवन् नित्यं सर्वदुःखादिको भवेत् ब्रह्मण्यं सर्वधर्मज्ञं लोकानां कीर्तिवर्धनं लोकनाथं महद्भूतं सर्वभूतभवोद्भवम् एष मे सर्वधर्माणां धर्मोऽधिकतमो मतः यद्भक्त्या पुण्डरीकाक्षं स्तवेरच्चैन्नरः सदा परमं यो महत्तेज परमं यो महत्तपः परमं यो महद्ब्रह्म परमं यः परायणं पवित्राणां पवित्रं यो मङ्गलानां च मङ्गलं दैवतं देवतानां च भूतानां यो ययः पिता यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि भवन्त्यादियुगागमे यस्मिंश्च प्रलयं यान्ति पुनरेव युगक्षये तस्य लोकप्रधानस्य जगन्नाथस्य भूपते विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रं ने शृणु पापभयापहं यानि नामानि गौम्नानि विख्यातानि महात्मनः ऋषिभिः परिगीतानि तानि वक्ष्यामि भूतये विशर्नाम्नां सहस्रस्य वेदव्यासो महामुनिः छन्दोनुस्तुप् तथा देवो भगवान् देवकीसुतः अमृतांशोद्भवो बीजं शक्तिर्देवकीनन्दनः त्रिसामाहृदयं तस्य शान्त्यर्थे विनियुज्यते विष्णुं जिष्णुं महाविष्णुं प्रभविष्णुं महेश्वरम् अनेकरूपदैत्यान्तं नमामि पुरुषोत्तमम् अस्य श्रीविष्णोर्दिव्यसहस्रनामस्तोत्रमहामन्त्रस्य श्रीवेदव्यासो भगवान् ऋषिः अनुस्तुप् छन्दः श्रीमहाविष्णुः परमात्मा श्रीमन्नारायणो देवता अमृतांशोद्भवो भानुरतिबीजं देवकीनन्दन षष्ठेति शक्तिः उद्भवः क्षोभनो देव इति परमो मन्त्रः शङ्खभृन्नन्दकी चक्री धारयति कीलकं श्राङ्गतन्वागधाधरयद्धस्रं रथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोपयति नेत्रं त्रिसामासामगस्सामेति कवचम् आनन्दं परब्रह्मेति योनिः ऋतुसुदर्शनकाले इति दिग्बन्धः श्रीविश्वरूप इति ध्यानं श्रीमहाविष्णुप्रीत्यर्थे सहस्रनाम जपे विनियोगः ध्यानं क्षीरोधन्वत्प्रदेशे शुचिमणिविलसत्सैकते मुक्तिकानां मालाक्लप्तास्तनस्थस्फटिकमणिनिभैर्मुक्तिकैमण्डिताङ्गः शुभ्रैरप्रैरतभ्रैः उपरि विरचितैः मुक्तपीयूषवर्षैः आनन्देन पुनीयाधरिनलिलगधा शङ्खपाणिर्मुकुन्दः बुःपादौ यस्य नाभिर्वियतसुरनिलश्चन्द्रसूर्योच्चनेत्रे कर्णावासा शिरोध्यो मुखमपि दहनो यस्य वास्तेयमब्धिः अन्तस्थं यस्य विश्वं सुरनरखगो भोगि गन्धर्वदैत्यैः चित्रं रम्यते तं त्रिभुवनवपुषं विष्णुमीशं नमामि ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय शान्ताकारं भुजगशयनं पद्मनाभं सुरेशं विश्वाधारं गगनसदृशं मेघवर्णं शुभाङ्गं लक्ष्मीकान्तं कमलनयनं योगिहृद्यानगम्यं वन्दे विष्णुं भवभयहरं सर्वलोकैकनाथं मेघश्यामं पीठकौसेयवासं श्रीवत्साङ्गं कौस्तुभोद्भासिताङ्गं पुण्योपेतं पुण्डरीकायताक्षं विष्णुं वन्दे सर्वलोकैकनाथं नमः समस्तभूतानामादिभूताय भूभृते अनेकरूपरूपाय विष्णवे प्रभविष्णवे शशङ्खचक्रं शकिरीतकुण्डलं सपीतवस्त्रं सरसीरुहेक्षणं सहारवक्षस्थलस्थोभिकौस्तुभं नमामि विष्णुं शिरसा चतुर्भुजं छायायां पारिजातस्य हेमसिंहासनोपरि आसीनमम्बुदस्याम मायताक्षमलङ्कृतं चन्द्राननं चतुर्बाहुं श्रीवत्साङ्कितवक्षसं रुक्मिणी सत्यभामाज्ञां सहितं कृष्णमाश्रये. So until now was the description of Lord Vishnu, how he looks, how beautiful he looks. The some lines particularly, if you gave some thought, Lakshmi Kantam Kamala Nayanam Yogi Hridyanagamyam Vande Vishnu Bhavabhayaharam Sarvalokaikkanatham Megha Shyamam, the one who is in the color of the cloud, Megha Shyamam Pita Kausevasam. So it's just a very beautiful varna of Lord Vishnu, very similar to how it is in the Brahma Samhita, but the actual Vishnu Sahasranamam starts now. Om विश्वं विष्णुर्वशत्कारो भूतभव्य भवत्प्रभुः भूतकृद्भूतभृद्भावो भूतात्मा भूतभावनः भूतात्मा परमात्मा च मुक्तानां परमागतिः अव्ययपुरुषः साक्षी क्षेत्रज्ञो शरयेव च योगो योगविदां नेता प्रधानपुरुषेश्वरः नारसिंहवपु श्रीमान् केशवः पुरुषोत्तमः सर्वशर्वशिवस्थानोर्भूताधिर्निधिरव्ययः सम्भवो भावनो भर्ता प्रथमप्रभुरीश्वरः स्वयंभू शम्भुरादित्य पुष्कराक्षो महास्वनः अनाधिनिधनो धाता विधाता तुरुत्तमः अप्रमेयो ऋषिकेश पद्मनाभो मरप्रभुः विश्वकर्मा मनुस्त्वष्टा स्तविष्ठस्तविरो ध्रुवः अग्राय शाश्वत कृष्णो लोहिताक्ष प्रदर्तनः प्रभूतस्तिककुद्धाम पवित्रं मङ्गलं परम् ईशान प्राणद प्राणो ज्येष्ठ श्रेष्ठ प्रजापतिः हिरण्यगर्भो भूगर्भो माधवो मधुसूदनः ईश्वरो विक्रमी धन्वी मेधावी विक्रमक्रमः अनुत्तमो दुरादर्श कृतज्ञ कृतिरात्मवान् सुरेश शरणं शर्म विश्वरेता प्रजाभवः अह संवत्सरो व्याल प्रत्यय सर्वदर्शनः अज सर्वेश्वर सिद्ध सिद्धि सर्वाधिरच्युतः वृषाकपिरमेयात्मा सर्वयोग विनिश्रुतः वसुर्वसुमना सत्य समात्मा समितः समः अमोघ पुण्डरीकाक्षो वृषकर्मा वृषाकृतिः रुद्रो बहुशिरा बभ्रुर्विश्वयोनिषुचिशवाः अमृत शाश्वत स्थाणुर्वरारोहो महातपाः सर्वग सर्वविद्वानुर्विश्वक्षेणो जनार्दनः वेदो वेदविदव्यङ्गो वेदाङ्गो वेदवित्कविः लोकाध्यक्षः धर्माध्यक्ष कृताकृतः चतुरात्मा चतुर्व्यूहश्चतुर्धंशश्चतुर्भुजः भ्राजिष्णुर्भोजनं भोक्ता सहिष्णुर्जगदाजितः अनघो विजयोजयिता विश्वयोनिर्पुनर्वसुः उपेन्द्रो वामनप्रांशुरमोघ सुचिरोचितः अतीन्द्रसङ्ग्रह सर्गो द्रुतात्मा नियमो यमः वैद्यो वैद्यः सदा योगी वीरः माधवो मधुः अतीन्द्रियो महामायो महोत्साहो महाबलः महाबुद्धिर्महावीर्यो महाशक्तिर्महाद्युतिः अनिर्देश्यवपु श्रीमान् अमे आत्मा महाधृतिः महेश्वासो महीभर्ता श्रीनिवासः सताङ्गतिः अनिरुद्धः सुरानन्दो गोविन्दो गोविदाम्पतिः मरिर्चिर्दमनोऽहं स सुपर्णो भुजगोत्तमः हिरण्यनाभ सुतपा पद्मनाभ प्रजापतिः अमृत्युः सर्वदिक्सिंह सन्दाता सन्तिमान् स्थिरः अजो दुर्मशनस्सास्था विश्वरात्मा सुरारिः गुरुर्गुरुतमो धाम सत्यः सत्यपराक्रमः निमिषो निमिषस्रग्वी वाचस्पतिरुरारधीः अग्रणी ग्रामणी श्रीमान् न्यायो नेता समीरणः सहस्रमूर्धा विश्वात्मा सहस्राक्ष सहस्रपात् आवर्तनो निवृत्तात्मा संवृतः संभ्रमर्थनः अह संवर्तको वह्निललिलोधरनीधरः सुप्रसाद प्रसन्नात्मा विश्वदित् विश्वभुक् विभुः सत्कर्ता सत्कुतः साधु जन्मोर्नारायणो नरः असंख्येयो प्रमेयात्मा विशिष्ट शिष्ट कृच्युचिः सिद्धार्थ सिद्ध संकल्प सिद्धि तत्सिद्धि साधनः वृषा हि वृषभो विष्णुर्वृषपर्वा वृषोधरः वर्तनो वर्तमानश्च विविक्त श्रुति सागरः सुभुजोतुर्तरो वाग्मी महेन्द्रो वसुदो वसुः नैकरूपो बृहद्रूप शिपि विष्ट प्रकाशनः ओजस्तेजोद्युतिरः प्रकाशात्मा प्रतापनः बुद्धस्पष्टाक्षरो मन्त्रश्चन्द्रांशुर्भास्करद्युतिः अमृतांशोद्भवो भानुः शशबिन्दुः सुरेश्वरः औषधं जगजस्सेतुर्सत्य धर्म पराक्रमः भूत भव्य भवन्नाथ पवन पावनो नलः कामः कामकृत्कान्त काम कामप्रद प्रभुः युगाधिकृत युधावर्तो नैकमायो महाशनः अदृश्यो व्यक्त रूपस्थ सहस्रजितनन्तचित् इष्टो विशिष्ट शिष्टेष्ट शिखण्डी नरुषो वृषः क्रोधः क्रोधकृत्कर्ता विश्वबाहुर्महीधरः अच्युत प्रतित प्राण प्राणदो वासवानुजः अपां निधिरधिष्ठानम् अप्रमत्तप्रतिष्ठितः स्कन्द स्कन्दधरो दुर्यो वरदो वायुवाहनः वासुदेवो बृहत्पानुरादिदेव पुरन्दरः अशोकस्थार नस्तार शूर शौर्यजनेश्वरः अनुकूल शतावर्त पद्मी पद्मनिवेक्षणः पद्मनाभो रविन्दाक्ष पद्मगर्भ शरीरभृत् महद्धिर्ऋतो वृत्तात्मा महक्षोकर्णध्वजः अतुलशरभो भीम समयज्ञो हविर्हरिः सर्वलक्षणलक्षण्यो लक्ष्मीवान् समितञ्जयः विक्षरोहितो मार्गो हेतुर्दामोदरः सहः महीधरो महाभागो वेगवान् मिताशनः उद्भवः क्षोभनो देव श्रीकर्परमेश्वरः करणं कारणं कर्ता विकर्ता गहनो गुहः व्यवसायो व्यवस्थान संस्थान स्थानतो ध्रुवः परदिपरमस्पष्ट सुष्ट पुष्ट सुपेक्षणः रामो विरामो विरजो मार्गो नेयो नयो नयः वीरशक्तिमतां श्रेष्ठो धर्मो धर्मविदुत्तमः वैकुण्ठः पुरुष प्राण प्राणद प्रणवपृतुः हिरण्यगर्भ शत्रुघ्नो व्याप्तो वायुरदोक्षजः ऋतुसुदर्शन काल परमेष्टि परिग्रहः उग्र संवत्सरो दक्षो विश्रामो विश्वदक्षिणः विस्तारस्थावनस्थानुक्रमाणं बीजमव्ययम् अर्थोऽनर्थो महाकोशो महाभोगो महाधनः अनिर्विन्नस्त विष्णो भूर्धर्मयूपो महामकः नक्षत्रनेमि नक्षत्री क्षाम क्षामक समीहनः यज्ञयुजो महेज्यष्टु क्रतु सत्रं सताङ्गतिः सर्वदर्शी निवृत्तात्मा सर्वज्ञो ज्ञानमुत्तमम् सुव्रत सुमुख सूक्ष्म सुघोष सुगद सुहृद मनोहरो जितक्रोधो वीरभाभुर्विदारणः स्वापन स्वविश्वव्यापी नैकात्मानैककर्मकृत् वत्सलो वत्सरो वत्सी रत्नगर्भोधनेश्वरः धर्मकृद्धर्मी सदसक्षरमक्षरम् अभिज्ञाता सहस्रांशुर्विधाता कृतलक्षणः कबस्तिने सत्त्वस्थः सिंहो भूतमहेश्वरः आदिदेवो महादेवो देवेशो देवभूत्कुरुः उत्तरो गोपतिर्गोप्ता ज्ञानगम्य पुरातनः शरीरभूतभृत्पोक्ता कपीन्द्रो भूरि दक्षिणः सोमपोमृतपः सोम पुरुजित्पुरुषत्तमः विनयो जय सत्यसन्धो दाशारः सात्वतां प्रतिः जीवो विनयता साक्षी मुकुन्दो मितविक्रमः अम्बो निधिररन्तात्मा महोदतिशयोऽन्तकः अजो महारः स्वाधाव्यो जितामित्रप्रमोदनः आनन्दोनन्दनो नन्द सत्यधर्माद्रिविक्रमः महर्षिर्कपिलाचार्य कृतज्ञो मे नीपतिः त्रिपदस्थित साध्यक्ष महाशृङ्गकृतान्तकृत् महावराहो गोविन्द सुषेण कनकाङ्गदी गुह्यो गभीरो गहनो गुप्तश्चक्रकथाधरः वेदास्वाङ्गोजितकृष्णो धितः वरुणो वारुणो वृक्ष पुष्कराक्षो महामनाः भगवानन्दी वनमाली हलायुतः आदित्यो ज्योतिरादित्य सहिष्णुर्गतिसत्तमः सुदन्वाखण्ड परशुद्धारुणो द्रविणप्रदः दिवस्पृक्सर्वदिग्व्यासो वाचस्पटिरयोनिजः त्रिसामासामगस्साम निर्वाणं भेषशंभिषक् सन्न्यासकृश्चमश्चान्तो निष्ठा शान्तिपरायणम् शुभाङ्गशान्तिदशिष्टा कुमुदकुबलेशयः गोहितो गोपतिर्गोप्ता वृषभाक्षो वृषप्रियः अनिवर्ती निवृत्तात्मा संसेक्षाक्षेमकृच्छिवः श्रीवत्सवक्षा श्रीवास श्रीपति श्रीमताम्बरः श्रीधर श्रीश श्रीनिवास श्रीनिधि श्रीविभावनः श्रीधर श्रीकर श्रेय श्रीमान् लोकत्रयाश्रयः स्वक्षस्वङ्गशतानन्दो नन्दिर्ज्योतिर्गणेश्वरः विजितात्मा विधेयात्मा सत्कीर्तिश्चिन्न संशयः उदीर्न सर्वतिश्चक्षुरनीश शाश्वतस्थिरः भूषयो भूषणो भूतिर्विशोकशोकनाशनः अर्चितो वाचिष्मानश्च तत्कुम्भो विशुद्धात्मा विशोधनः अनिरुद्धो प्रतितर प्रद्युम्नो मितविक्रमः कालनेमिनिः वीरशौरिशूरजनेश्वरः त्रिलोकात्मा त्रिलोकेश केशव केशिहा हरिः कामदेव कामपालः कामी कान्तकृतागमः अनिदेशव पूर्विष्णुर्वीनो वीरोऽनन्तो धनञ्जयः ब्रह्मण्यो ब्रह्मकृत् ब्रह्मा ब्रह्म ब्रह्मविवर्धनः ब्रह्मविद् ब्राह्मणो ब्रह्मी ब्रह्मज्ञो ब्राह्मणप्रियः महाक्रमो महाकर्मा महातेजा महोरगः महाक्रतुर्महायज्वा महायज्ञो महाहविः स्तव्यस्तवप्रियस्तोत्रं स्तुतिस्तोत्रारणप्रियः पूर्णपूर्णिहिता पुण्यपुण्यकीर्तिरणामयः मनोजवस्थितगरो वसुरेता वसुप्रतः वसुप्रतो वासुदेवो वसुर्वसुमना हविः सत्कृति सत्कृति सत्ता सद्बुद्धि सत्परायणः शूरसेनो यदुश्रेष्ठ सन्निवाससुयामुनः भूतावासो वासुदेवः सर्वासु निलयो नलः दर्पः दर्पतो दृप्तो दुर्धरोधापरार्चितः विश्वमूर्तिर्महामूर्तिर्दीप्तमूर्तिरमूर्तिमान् अनेकमूर्तिरव्यक्तशतमूर्तिशताननः एकोनैकस्य वक्कं किं यत् पदमनुत्तमं लोकबन्धुर्लोकनाथो माधवो भक्तवत्सलः सुवर्णवर्णो हेमाङ्गो वराङ्गश्चङ्गनाङ्गदी वीरः विषमशून्यो कृताशीरजलश्चलः अमानीमानदो मान्यो लोकस्वामी त्रिलोककृत् सुमेधा मेधजोधन्य सत्यमेधाधराधरः तेजो वृषो द्वितिरः सर्वषष्ठभुताम्बरः प्रग्रहो निग्रहो व्यग्रो नैकशृङ्गो गदाकृचः चतुर्मूर्तिश्चतुर्बाहुश्चतुर्व्यूहश्चतुर्गतिः चतुरात्मा चतुर्भावश्चतुर्वेदविदेकपात् समावर्तो निवृत्तात्मा दुर्जयो दुरतिक्रमः दुर्लभो दुर्गमो दुर्गो दुरावासो दुरारिहा शुभाङ्गुलोकसारङ्गस्तुतन्तुस्तन्तुवर्धनः इन्द्रकर्मा महाकर्मा कृतकर्मा कृतागमः उद्भवः सुन्दर सुन्दो रत्ननाभः सुलोचनः अर्को वाजसनशृङ्गी जयन्तः सर्वविजयी सुवर्णबिन्दुरक्षोभ सर्ववागीश्वरेश्वरः महाह्रदो महागर्तो महाभूतो महानिधिः कुमुदकुण्डरकुण्डप्रज्यन्नपावनो निलः अमृतांशोऽमृतवपुः सर्वज्ञः सर्वतोमुखः सुलभः न्यक्रोदोदुम्बरोस्वास्तच्चाणूरान्दनिषूदनः सहस्राक्षी सप्तजिह्व सप्तैदा सप्तवाहनः अमूर्तिरनघोचिन्त्यो भयकृद्भयनाशनः अनुभृहत्तु शस्तूलो गुणमुन्नुक्कुनो महान् अधृतस्वधृतस्वास्तक् प्राग्वंशोवंशवर्धनः भारभृत्कथितो योगी योगीश्च सर्वकामदः आश्रमशमनः क्षामः सुपर्णो वायुवाहनः धनुर्धरो धनुर्वेदो दण्डो दमयिता दमः अपराजितः सर्वसहो नियन्ता नियमो यमः सत्त्ववान् सात्विका सत्यधर्मपरायणः अभिप्राय प्रियाहोर प्रीतिवर्धनः विहाय सकतिर्ज्योतिः विभुः रविर्विरोचन सूर्य सविता रविलोचनः अनन्तहुत भुक्भोक्ता सुखदोनैकदोग्रजः अनिर्विन्नस्तदामर्षि लोकाधिष्ठानमद्भुतः सनातनतमः कपिलव्ययः स्वस्तिद स्वस्तिक उच्छ्वस्ति स्वस्ति भुक् स्वस्ति दक्षिणः अरोधकुण्डली चक्री विक्रम योजित शासनः शब्दाधिक शब्दसः शिशिरशर्वरीकरः अक्रूरपेशलो दक्षो दक्षिणः क्षमिनाम्बरः विद्वत्तमो वीतभय पुण्यश्रवणकीर्तनः उत्तारणो दुष्कृतिः पुण्यो दुःस्वप्ननाशनः वीरः रक्षणः सन्तो जीवनपर्यवस्थितः अनन्तरूपोऽनन्तश्रीजितमन्युर्भयापहः चतुरश्रोगभीरात्मा विदिशो व्यादिशो दिशः अनादिभूर्भुवो लक्ष्मी सुवीरो रुचिराङ्गदः जननो जनजन्माधि भीमो भीमपराक्रमः आधारनिलयो धाता पुष्पहासप्रचाकरः ऊर्ध्वगः सप्तताचार प्राणतप्रणवप्रणः प्रमाणं प्राणनिलय प्राणभृत्प्राणजीवनः तत्त्वं तत्त्वविदेकात्मा जन्ममृत्युचराधिकः भूर्भुवस्वस्तरुस्तार सविता प्रपितामहः यज्ञो यज्ञपतिर्यज्वा यज्ञाङ्गो यज्ञवाहनः यज्ञभृत्यज्ञकृत्यज्ञे यज्ञप्रत्यज्ञसाधनः यज्ञान्तकृत्यज्ञगुह्यमन्नमन्नादयेव च आत्मयोनि स्वयं जातो वैखानसामगायनः देवकीनन्दनः षष्ठा शिटीशपापनाशनः शङ्खबृन्नन्दकी चक्री श्राङ्गधन्वागताधरः रथाङ्गपाणिरक्षोभ सर्वप्रहरनायुध ॐ नमः इति वनमाली खदीशाङ्की शङ्की चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमान्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु वनमाली खदीशाङ्की शङ्की चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमान्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु वनमाली खदीशाङ्की शङ्की चक्री च नन्दकी श्रीमान्नारायणो विष्णुर्वासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु श्रीवासुदेवोऽभिरक्षतु ॐ नमः इति इतीदं कीर्तनीयस्य केशवस्य महात्मनः नाम्नां सहस्रं दिव्यानाम् अशिक्षेण प्रकीर्तितं य इदं शृणुयात् नित्यं यश्चापि परिकीर्तयेत् नाशुभं प्राप्नुयात् किञ्चित् सोमुद्रेह च मानवः वेदान्तको ब्राह्मणस्य क्षत्रियो विजयी भवेत् वैश्यो धनसमुद्रस्य शूद्रः सुखमवाप्नुयात् धर्मार्थी प्राप्नुयात् धर्मम् अर्थार्थी चार्थमाप्नुयात् कामानवाप्नुयात् कामी प्रजार्थी चाप्नुयात् प्रजां भक्तिमान्य सतोत्ताय स्तुतिस्तत्कतमानसः सहस्रं वासुदेवस्य नाम्नाम् एकत्र प्रकीर्तयेत् यश प्राप्नोति विपुलं याति प्राधान्यमेव च अचलां श्रियमाप्नोति श्रेय प्राप्नोत्यनुत्तमं न भयं क्वचिदाप्नोति वीर्यं तेजश्च विन्दति भवत्यरोगो द्युतिमान् फलरूपगुणान्वितः रोगात्तो मुच्यते रोगात् बद्धो मुच्येत बन्धनात् भयान्मुच्येत भीतस्तु मुच्येतापन्न आपतः दुर्गान्यतितरत्याशु पुरुषोत्तमम् स्तुवन्नाम सहस्रेण नित्यं भक्तिसमन्वितः युज्येतात्मसुखं शान्ति श्रीति स्मृतिकीर्तिभिः न क्रोधो न मात्सर्यं न लोभो न शुभा मतिः भवन्ति कृतपुण्यानां भक्तानां पुरुषोत्तमे देवसजन्धार्कनक्षत्राखं दिशो भूर्मुहोदतिः वासुदेवस्य वीर्येण वृदतानि महात्मनः ससुरासुरगन्धर्वं सयक्षोरकराक्षसं जगद्वशे वर्तते तं कृष्णे सचरराचरम् इन्द्रियाणि मनोबुद्धिर्सत्त्वं तेजोबलं द्युतिः वासुदेवात्मकान्याहुः क्षेत्रं क्षेत्रज्ञ एव च सर्वगमानामाचार प्रथमं परिकल्पते आचार प्रभवो धर्मो धर्मस्य प्रभुरच्युतः ऋषय पितरो देवा महाभूतानि दातवः जङ्गमाजङ्गमं जेदं जगन्नारायणोद्भवं योगो ज्ञानं तथा साङ्ख्यं विद्या शिल्पादिकर्म च वेदाश्राष्टानि विज्ञान एतत् सर्वं जनार्दनात् एको विष्णुर्महद्भूतं पृथक् भूताननेकवशः त्रिलोकान् व्यापभूतात्मा भुक्ते विश्वभुवव्ययः इमं स्तवं भगवतोर्विष्णोर्व्यासेन कीर्तितं पतेति चेत् पुरुष श्रेय प्राप्तुं सुखानि च विश्वेश्वरमजं देवं जगतप्रभुमव्ययं भजन्ति ये पुष्कराक्षं न ते यान्ति पराभवं न ते यान्ति पराभवम् ॐ नमः इति अर्जुन उवाच पद्मपत्रविशालाक्ष पद्मनाभसुरोत्तमा भक्तानामनुरक्तानां त्रात्रा भवजनार्दन श्रीभगवानुवाच यो मां नाम सहस्रेण स्तोतुमिच्छति पाण्डव सोऽहमेकेन श्लोकेन स्तुत एव न संशयः स्तुत एव न संशयो ॐ नमः इति श्रीव्यास उवाच वासनात् वासुदेवस्य वासितं भुवनत्रयं सर्वभूतनिवासोऽसि वासुदेव नमोऽस्तु ते श्रीवासुदेव नमोऽस्तु ते ॐ नमः इति पार्वत्युवाच केनोपायेन लघुना विष्णोर्नाम सहस्रकं पत्यते पण्डितैः नित्यं श्रोतुमिच्छाम्यहं प्रभो श्रीश्वर उवाच श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम राम रामेति रमे रामे मनोरमे सहस्रनाम तत्तुल्यं राम नाम वरानने श्रीराम नाम वरानन ॐ नमः इति ब्रह्मोवाच नमोऽस्तुवन्ताय सहस्रमूर्तये सहस्रपादाक्ष शिरोरुबाहवे सहस्रनाम्ने पुरुषाय शाश्वते सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमः सहस्रकोटियुगधारिणे नमो ॐ नमः इति श्रीसञ्जय उवाच यत्र योगेश्वर कृष्णो यत्र पार्थो धनुर्धरः तत्र श्रीविजयो भूते ध्रुवा नीतिर्मतिर्मम श्रीभगवानुवाच अनन्याश्चिन्तयन्तो मां ये जना पर्युपासते तेषां नित्याभियुक्तानां योगक्षेमं वहाम्यहं परित्राणाय साधूनां विनाशाय च दुष्कृतां धर्मसंस्थापनाधार्य सम्भवामि युगे युगे आर्ताविषण्णास्तितिलाश्च भीता घोरेषु च व्याशि च वर्तमानाः संकीर्त्य नारायण शब्दमार्तं विमुक्तदुःखा सुखिनो भवन्तु कायेन वाचा मनसेन्द्रियैर्वा बुद्ध्यात्मना वा प्रकृते स्वभावात् करोमि यद्यत् सकलं परस्मै नारायणायेति समर्पयामि सर्वं श्रीकृष्णार्पणमस्तु
That was amazing. Vishnu Sahasranam ki jai.
Jai.
And Radhika ki jai.
Jai.
Wow, you are amazing. And on Ekadashi day where you've been fasting all day. So really
Thank you. I'd like to show you my Vishnu Bhagwan.
Oh, yes.
And it's nice to see him in this avatar because we just read the Vishnu Sahasranam. And by the way, for all our devotees, we all in this meeting room get the same amount of punya because listening to the Vishnu Sahasranam is as important or equally important as reciting it. So, so just listening to the Vishnu Sahasranam is just very, very auspicious. So I'll just show you.
Uplifting. Definitely uplifting. How did devotees find that, huh?
No words. She is always such a
Amazing.
wonderful, amazing. Yeah.
No, you had no words, but Radhika had all the words.
Amazing, Prabhu, wonderful.
I just like that when Parvati asked, how is it possible to do the 1008 names? And then Shankar Bhagwan said, it's very easy. It's a shortcut. Just say Ram Ram 1008 times. That's what I do normally, actually, daily. Because Vishnu Sahasranam, though I can read it, but I find Ram Ram 1008 times is much easier for me. Wow, that's a very nice, Radhika. Very lovely.
I don't know if you're able to see Vishnu.
Yeah.
Let me
Ooh,
take off
wow.
my.
Where did you get
That
it from?
is a gift, actually. Let
Vishnu
me take
deity.
off my. Yeah,
Yes.
probably see it better now.
Beautiful, yes.
Can we see his feet? Yeah. Wow.
Please see his feet.
Yes, Jai Ho, Vishnu Bhagwan.
Good. Well done. Amazing.
So that's the chakra. That's the
Yes.
shank.
Yes.
And there's some butter in his mouth, by the way. I don't know if you spotted it.
I like it.
Hare Krishna, very nice, very beautiful.
Very
But
nice.
where is
Thank
Lakshmi
you.
Mata? Where is Lakshmi Mata? You know, he doesn't.
He's coming.
So Lakshmi Mata is, oh, you have to, let me.
Okay, don't worry. Don't worry. It's very nice
Oh, I'd
and
love
very
to show you.
beautiful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Let me try and show you.
Oh, yeah. Good. Yes.
Yeah, you
Good.
have Lakshmi Mata there.
Lakshmi Mata there, yes.
Beautiful.
Well done. Well
Jai.
done. Excellent. Thank you for
Very
sharing.
beautiful, very nice. But you are faster than Shubha Lakshmi.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I ran actually. I'm sorry about that.
No, but sometimes, you know, if you don't keep this pace, then what happened? You can miss, right? Because you have learned it that way. And I love this 33rd verse, 33.
33, yes. It's a
Yes.
beautiful one.
Yes. It says Kaina Vacha Manasindriyeva. And that we use our kayam in your body, and then you
Manasa means heart.
manasi, mind, and you engage all in the service of the Lord. Yeah, it's here, right? Kaina vacha manasindriyeva buddhyatmana va prakriti sabhavat karomi yadvat sakalam parasyami narayani iti samarpayami. I used to recite that every day, like 3-4 times a day. Now I got very lazy. I knew it, but I cannot do as fast as you do it. I cannot do.
Also, it doesn't matter, does it? Whether it's
yes,
fast
also
or slow.
this, yeah, it's very good. If you go slower, maybe we could learn. Right? I can remember because, as I said, I used to do every day. And yes, as the Prabhu was saying, Sri Rama Rama Ramiti Rame Rame Manoram Sahasranam Netatulyam Rama Nama Varanane. It means like instead of saying the whole thing, we just Ratu Ramanam. Right?
Yes.
It's like 1,000 of Vishnu's name equal 1 time of Ram name.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah.
That's it.
Very nice.
That's it.
Very beautiful.
In fact, Mataji, you mentioned verse 33. Let's just rewind it to verse 32, just at the very end, which is actually after the Vishnu Sahasranam. So Vishnu Sahasranam, the first I read the Dhyanam, which is the description of how Vishnu looks, but his actual names begin from 1 to 108. And then towards the very end, you read Kayana Vacha, slightly above that, just one above that, 32.
Isn't it
No, you
good?
were at the right one, Prabhu.
Oh,
Yeah, you were at the right,
Right at the
yes, and then
bottom.
you move.
Yeah, that's it. So,
Yes.
Artha Vishana Stitilascha Bhita Ghoreshu Chapyashichu Vartamanaha Sankirtanarayana Shabdamartham Vimukta Dukkha Sukhino Bhavantu Sankirtanarayanam.
Yes.
Sankirtana.
Take his name as much as you can. Sankirtanarayan, Narayan, Vishnu, Krishna. Take it as many times. And somebody told me, and it's a very, very powerful message. So, of course, like Parvati asked for all of us, how do we really remember so many names, 1008 names? And Lord Shiva said, just say Ram, just say Lord Ram, because that has the value of all the 1008 names.
Brilliant.
And so which means you say Lord Ram's name, and it's as good as saying 1008 names of the Vishnu Sahasranam. And if you take the Mahamantra, if you just say the Mahamantra, which is Hare Rama, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. It is as good as saying, how many Ramas are in that? 4
16.
Ramas we've got.
Four
So,
times. And,
so that's 4 times Vishnu Sahasranamam. And taking Lord Krishna's name is as good as saying the entire Vishnu Sahasranamam, a total of 16 something times.
It's
By just saying the Mahamantra.
yeah, that's right. You're absolutely spot on.
Yeah.
Three names
Of
of
Krishna.
Ram are equal to 1 name of Krishna, isn't it?
No, the other way around.
No, 3 names of Ram. So
That's a description of the Santagara Bhujaga Sahinam. That's a Vishnu description of the Vishnu Bhagavan.
Yeah, sorry.
very good.
And we get so many personality involved. Like when Sri Vaishampanaya is like Vyasadeva, right?
Yes.
Yes.
And then you get
you've got
Bhishma,
Arjuna, you've got
Bhishma,
you've got Yudhishthira.
Sanjay.
Sanjay finds a mention again.
Yes.
Because the last verse of Sanjay Vacha, the last verse of the
Yatya
Bhagavad Gita.
Yogeshwara Krishna Yatya Partho Janodhara. Yes, that is Sanjaya. Yeah, very nice, very good.
Yeah, so this last bit is the conversation that they are all having, and bits and pieces. The actual Vishnu Sahasranam is from 1 to 108, which is in between. When I broke the dhyana and I read it, so that's the actual names of Vishnu. So from everything, there's Krishna, there's Narasimha, there is Trivikrama, Vishwam Vishnur Vashatkaro Bhuta Bhavya Bhavat Prabhu. That's 5 names of Vishnu in just one line. So it's beautiful. It's a beautiful stotra.
Very nice. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Hare Krishna.
Enlivening. Very, very good. Thank you so much. Fantastic. Is there anything else you'd like to share, Radhika?
No, around the Vishnu Sahasranam, Prabhu? No, actually.
Anything at all?
Any questions?
Anything, yeah.
No, I'm just very pleased. I'm very happy that you got to see the deity here, and thank you for the
Can I just ask you something? How old were you when you learned this?
I learned it about 5 years ago. So I was about 12 because I'm 16 now. So
competing with me. I'm 21.
I learned it just 5 years ago, and I made it a point to listen to it first, because listening to it was giving me a lot of knowledge, and slowly the tune just or the words or the names of Vishnu just got into my head, and I chant it once every day. So it's part of the routine. So
very good.
Practice makes perfect.
From whom did you listen to?
MS Subbalakshmi. So I shared the video on. I shared the audio clip on the group. I'm happy to share it now.
Yeah, but there's another one. She goes a bit less fast, like MS Subbalakshmi.
Yeah, she does. No, actually, my bad. I went fast. I don't know why I do that. Maybe because
habit.
Maybe because of the habit. But if anybody wants to learn, MS Subbalakshmi version is fantastic because she's got the
Yes.
absolute right pronunciation. She's sung so much.
There's only one teacher we accept.
Yeah, I tried to listen to the other one, but I didn't like it. I like Amma Subbalakshmi. That's why I told you go faster than what she does.
It's really good. Really good.
Thank you, Radhika.
Hare Krishna. I've shared
Do
on the
you
chat
know
window.
all the names by heart?
Not yet.
More or less, yeah.
Just
More or
started.
less, yeah. Because you read so fast, looks like you know them by heart.
Something playing?
We can't
Was
hear.
it my?
Yeah, we can't hear this side.
Okay, sorry.
That's
Sorry,
okay.
so I won't say I know it by heart. I remember them, but I'm not very sure. I hope I'm not wrong with any pronunciation. I hope I have all the pronunciations right. I could be wrong in quite a few.
No, it sounded great. Yeah, we're not experts, but very good.
Yeah, that's why I go fast, so nobody can catch me on the pronunciation.
Absolutely. Good move.
So you must have learned Sanskrit at school. Is that right?
No, Mataji, unfortunately, no. But there's this lovely Sanskrit class if anybody's interested. So I'm taking these, it's called Sanskritam Vadatu, which means speak Sanskritam. So it's just spoken Sanskrit for 14 days, and then they progress into writing. So I'm happy to share those links if somebody's interested.
But the way you are saying this, it sounds so scholarly.
Oh, thank you, Mataji. Oh, no, I'm hardly. No, I don't know Sanskritam at all. It's all because I've heard MS Vishnu, MS Subbalakshmi chant it, and I practiced it, and that's how I'm able to chant it. But otherwise, I don't know Sanskritam.
Wow, that's amazing, and I really admire your
Radhika,
effort. Absolutely.
I know what. Sorry. I know what, Radhika. It's not from this life. You brought it from your past life. Because at this age, to go so fast and without any
Radhika's
missing.
Oh man, all that hard work. What do you mean last life?
She brought it from her last life also. That's why it's reviving, just reviving here, right?
Maybe.
Very good. Okay, now our man. Oh, sorry, Radhika, anything you want to add or no? Okay, great. Thank you so much. That was so good. Now, Damodar, you're going to have to follow that. Eh? You would like to sing a bhajan, Damodar?
Yes, I have books in my hand. I have a book in my hand.
Right.
Have you got on screen?
Let me find you.
Hare Krishna, Devi Babu.
Hare Krishna.
How long will the program go for?
Oh, not too long, I think.
No, because I have to lead
of course,
Japa circle in our temple because our Sunday feast program will start soon.
Yeah, go for it, Maji. Thank you so much. Huh?
I will wait for 10 minutes and then I will go. I want to listen. This is Prabhuji's kirtan first.
Damodar, he's our godbrother in.
Okay, Hare Krishna.
Very well. I was very pleased to hear that Vishnu Sahasranam. Very good. Very good.
Amazing.
This is Ekadasi Kirtan actually. This bhajan is Ekadasi Kirtan. That's why I remember I found it. They say Ekadasi Kirtan. So if you can, okay. Sudha Bhakta Charunare Bhajanayanu Bhakta Seva Param Siddhi Ramalati Karamula Sudha Bhakta Charanare Bhajanayanu Kula Madhavati Thi Bhakti Janani Yatane Palan Kari Krishna Vasati बसती बली परम आदरे वरी गोमर जेबे सब स्थाने करल ब्राह्मण रंगे से सब स्थान हेरिबो आमी प्रणाई भक्त संगे सूद भक्त चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूला मृदंग वाद्य सुनिते मन अवसर सदायाचे गौरविहित कीर्तन सोनी आनंद हृदय नाचे युगल मूर्ति देखिया मोरा परम आनंद हय प्रसाद सेवाया करीते हय सफल प्रपज जाय जेदिन गृहे भजन देखी गृहत गोलक बाय चरण सिद्धू देखिया गंगा सुख न सीमा पाय तुलसी देखी जुड़ाय प्राण माधव तो शनि जानी गौर प्रिय साक सेवन जीवन सार्थक मानी भक्ति विनोद कृष्ण भजने अनुकूल पाय जाहा प्रति दिवसे परम सुखे शिकाय करे ताहा सुद भक्त चरण रेणु भजन अनुकूला हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे. Right.
Yeah, very good. Thank you so much.
Hari Bol.
Do you want to just read the English translation? Is there an English translation to that?
Is it Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhajan?
We can't hear you.
Okay. Looks like it's Bhakti Vinod Thakur Bhajan.
No, too long. Oh, did it? Okay. His bhajans are usually short, aren't they?
You're still muted.
Yeah. Hopefully.
Okay.
We can hear you. I mean, we can't hear you, but you should be unmuted now. Damoda, say the English translation.
Have you got here on the screen?
Whose screen?
Your screen. Can you share the screen?
Oh, share it. Yeah. Good.
Because I don't have English translation. I got Hindi here.
Ah, okay. I see.
I got Hindi books here.
Yeah, go on.
I have English
I've shared it
translation.
now. So you can share the screen.
Okay, Hare Krishna, everyone. Thank you.
you so
Very
much.
nice, very lovely bhajan. I have to leave now. Thank you.
Thank
It is
you.
lovely bhajan actually. The translation is very good. But if anybody can understand Hindi,
Yeah. Say it.
Yes.
okay. शुद्ध भक्तों की चरण रजन रज ही भजन के अनुकूल है. भक्तों की सेवा ही परम सिद्धि है तथा प्रेम रूपी लता का मूल जड़ है. माधव तिथि एकादशी भक्ति देने वाली है, इसलिए मैं यत्न पूर्वक इसका पालन करता हूँ. मैं श्री कृष्ण के धाम को ही आदर पूर्वक अपना निवास स्थान चुनता हूँ. मेरे गौर सुंदर ने जिन जिन स्थानों में आनंद पूर्वक भ्रमण किया, मैं भी प्रेमी भक्तों के साथ उन स्थानों का दर्शन करूंगा. मृदंग की मधुर वाणी को सुनने के लिए मेरा मन सर्वदा लालायित रहता है तथा श्री गौर सुंदर द्वारा प्रवृत्ति कीर्तनों का सुनकर आनंद से बढ़कर मेरा हृदय नाचने लगता है. युगल मूर्ति का दर्शन कर मुझे परम आनंद प्राप्त होता है. महाप्रसाद सा सेवन करने से मैं माया को भी जीत लेता हूँ। जिस दिन घर में भजन कीर्तन होता है उस दिन घर साक्षात गोलोक हो जाता है। श्री भगवान का चरणामृत और श्री गंगा जी का दर्शन करके तो सुखी सीमा की नहीं रहती। माधव प्रिया तुलसी का दर्शन कर त्रिपातों से दग्ध हुआ हृदय सुशीतल हो जाता है। गौर सुंदर के प्रिय साख का आस्वादन करके ही मैं जीवन की सार्थकता मानता हूँ। कृष्ण भजन के अनुकूल जीवन निर्वाह के लिए जो कुछ पाता है यह भक्ति विनोद प्रतिदिन उसे सुखपूर्वक ग्रहण करता है।
Very good. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So Radhika, you must be understanding Hindi, yeah?
Yes, Prabhu, I do understand.
Are you from the south or are you from the north?
I am from the south.
Ah, okay. And so which other language?
So I can follow.
Anybody like to sing to Lord Nrsingadev? Kaushalya Mataji?
Yes, Prabhu.
You can sing if you like. Oh, do you want the words? Oops. Okay. Let's find the words. So we want to pray to Lord Nrsingadev for his sweet protection. He protect our bodies, our mind, and our consciousness so that we stay with the Lord constantly, all the time. So, Kaushalya Mataji, you can sing. Can you hear us? I think we lost her. Oh, she's lost the connection, maybe. So maybe
I can sing if you want.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Once or twice?
You can do it twice.
Okay. Jai Nrsingadev Bhagwan ki jai. Namaste Narashingaya.
Namaste Narashingaya.
Shingaya Praladadayani.
Praladadayani.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha.
Hiranyakashipurvakshaha.
Shilatankanakalaya.
Shilatankanakalaya.
Hito na shringho parato na shringho.
Hito na
That was done by a teacher.
parato na shringho.
Yato yamitato na shringho.
Yato yamitato na shringho.
Bahe na shringho hridaye na shringho.
Bahe na shringho hridaye na shringho.
Narashringha madim sharanam prapade.
Narashingamadim sharanam prapade.
Tava kara kamala bahinakam aduta shringham dalita hiranyakashipu tanabringam keshavadita narahari rupa jaya jagadisha hari. Jaya Jagadisha Hare. Jaya Jagadisha Hare.
Tava kara kamala bare nakam Adbhuta Shringam Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare
Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare Jai Jagadisha Hare
Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev, Jaya Narsimha Dev.
Jaya Nashingadev, Jaya Nashingadev,
Nashingadev,
Nashingadev, Jaya Nashingadev.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupal, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupal.
Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj.
Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Nitai Gora Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gora Hari Bol.
Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev.
Narsingh Bhagwan ki jai.
Jai,
Prahlad Maharaj ki jai.
Jai,
Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai,
Gurudev ki jai.
Jai.
All glories to assembled devotees.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you
Hare
so much,
Krishna.
everybody. Thank you, Radhika, especially for fantastic bhajans, and Damodar for that Ekadasi bhajan. That's a unique one. Thank you very much.
वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपास्त्वमेव पतितानां पावनेभ्यो नमः।
Jai.
Hari Bol. Hari Bol.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Kaushalya. See everybody tomorrow, hopefully, whoever would like to join us in the classes. Thank you.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, everyone.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Shish, Hare Krishna, Radhika.
Hare Krishna.
How did you find the meeting? Oh, she just went. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Sharmila.
Sorry, today you were asking me something, but I was trying to unmute my phone and then something happened.
Hare Krishna, Sangini.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna, Sharmila.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu.
Yogini, how are you?
Yeah, I'm fine, thank you. How are you?
Yeah, good, good. And you feeling okay? How's your eyes? Better?
Yeah, slightly better,
Good.
but not still 100%.
Yeah, it takes time.
Yeah, with your prayers, I think it's getting better.
Okay.
Sorry, I missed your call.
Oh,
Was
yeah.
this?
No, I was just wanted to catch up how you are and all that. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
How's your end? Everybody fine? Mataji, how are you?
Yeah, we're fine. Yeah.
Fine. Yeah. It's- I listened to your meeting, in the afternoon. It was quite
Yeah.
nice. Very
Yeah, it worked
nicely
out.
organized.
Yeah, got a lot of
Yeah.
people involved now.
Yeah. So soon we'll have our big organization of our own.
Well, we shall see. Yeah, we shall see. My
Yeah.
How's
Yeah.
Nathan doing?
Yeah, he is getting better, Mataji. He's
Good.
still, not 100%, but I think
Yeah,
he's getting there.
on the way.
Yeah.
Yeah, good,
Yeah.
good. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's hard.
Yeah. Should I call you, Prabhu? Or is that wanted to talk something?
Oh no. I just wanted to see how you were. That's all.
O- Okay. Okay.
All right, Maji.
Okay.
You take care.
Okay. You too, Prabhu. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna.
Okay, Rohit. Thank you so much.
Okay, Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.